Hello, welcome back to the vlog. So today I'm gonna reflect back on my 5 goals from the beginning of the quarter. And honestly, I don't think I have achieved any of them, but that is okay. We're still working on it. So my first one was to stay organized and to stay on top of my schoolwork. So I'd say for this one, I did like half of this. So I feel like I've been relatively organized this quarter. Like my Google Calendar has been my lifesaver. Like I religiously look at it and I try to schedule everything, and I'm looking at it like every hour probably. That's helped me a lot to stay organized in terms of like the things that I have to do, like deadlines, stuff I have to turn in when I have certain events. So that's been really, really helpful. But in terms of like staying on top of my schoolwork, like I haven't missed any deadlines or anything like that, and I turn everything on time. However, I do not study anymore. In my opinion, I have not studied well in a long time. I started off pretty strong because I began the beginning of the quarter setting a goal for myself already that I was going to start doing my work like a week early so I don't cram right before the test. But then once I started getting a bunch of assignments and stuff, that hasn't really happened. So I kind of just do it when I really, really have to, which is like the sucky part, and I wish I was better at being organized in that sense. But it's okay because I think so far so good in terms of my grades and my exams. So I can't really complain too much, but I do wish that there was less stress associated with it. In terms of my second goal, which was to get closer to my professors, I think I slightly achieved this one actually, just because I do have to communicate a little bit more with my professors this year. So I have chem midterms during my chemistry lab, which like doesn't make sense, but I've had to communicate with her a lot about having to miss lab for that, and she's been really, really accommodating, and I think she like understands a little bit more of my situation. And also I go to her office hours quite often, so we've talked a little bit more in that too. And yeah, I think she's also really interested in getting to know her students and helping her students as much as possible. So if you ever get Dr. Casey for Chem BL, she's really, really sweet. Also, like I went to my Chinese professor's office hours, and she like remembered me from last quarter, which I wasn't expecting at all. And she was really happy to get to talk to me in person finally, or not in person, but like face-to-face, one-on-one type of thing. And yeah, she wanted to figure out more about the organizations I was a part of and like the events that we were hosting. And she was really interested in possibly joining one of our events, but sadly just could not make it because of how busy her schedule was. So I think I like semi-achieved this one, but I do think this is something that I want to continue to try to do next quarter as well. My third goal was to reach out to my home friends more, and honestly, I just like don't have the time to do this. I do talk to like my best friend still, like that was like kind of normal. But I just do notice that like during the quarter when I get really swamped with stuff, it's just harder for me to like reach out to people and not inside my like circle, just because it takes a lot of time to kind of like explain everything that's going on and to like actually talk about how you're feeling with all that stuff, and sometimes you just like can't do that. So that's something that I have not achieved this quarter. But you know, the home friends that I'm talking about though, our relationship is already like so close that we can like go long periods without talking and then come back like nothing happened. So I love that about them. I love that it's very natural with them. And my fourth goal was to be more present in the moment, and I think I haven't achieved, well, I already tried to be as present in the moment as possible, but it is really hard when you just have a lot going on. And so when you're like constantly swamped with assignments, I think it can be really difficult to like try to do other things. But I am very present in terms of me completing my assignments, and I'm like paying attention to what I'm doing. But I think when I wrote that I wanted to be more present in the moment, I meant with like in terms of my interpersonal relationships with other people, and that's kind of been hard because I don't really have as much free time, so I can't really take that time to like be there with them just because I'm constantly thinking about all the other assignments I have. So I'm just hoping that by like next quarter I will be able to achieve this more, just because I won't be as swamped with assignments, and because I feel like I am learning how to manage my time better. And from this quarter alone, I have learned that I do have I I know how to like spend my time a lot better and to allocate it to certain things that I want to do. And I do have a lot more time in the day than I think. And then my last one was to take time to relax and to not procrastinate and then worry about procrastinating while procrastinating. So I guess this kind of ties into like the last one. I really do try to take time to relax, and I think whenever I do have like an hour or so in between like stuff that I have to do, I do try to use that time wisely and just to not think and to, you know, recuperate my brain, because brain dead all the time. And I would say it is relaxing in the moment, but overall it's still not something that like I personally enjoy doing. Like I enjoy going outside and like watching the sunset, going to the beach, stuff like that, but that type of stuff like takes hours, and during my breaks it's like 1 hour, 2 hours max, and so I can't really take the time to go out and do those things that I enjoy. So I mostly like resort to things like, you know, watching like a TV show or like a movie or something, and I do enjoy that, but while I'm doing that, it's kind of hard not to just like think about all the other assignments I'm doing. So I guess I like semi achieved my goals, but I also semi didn't. And yeah, I think just like going into next quarter, it'll be a lot better just because I definitely know how to spend my time a lot better now. And I know that every spare moment I have, I could be using it to either like actually efficiently study or to be doing things that I enjoy. So yeah, those are my 5 goals, and I think I will carry them into next quarter. Maybe I'll do another vlog again at the end of next quarter and see if I achieve it. And so yeah, thank you for watching.